Okay, so now, question number 1. Let us turn. Now, actually, this person didn't give a verse. But, now, Chloe asked, why is meat offering called meat offering when it is just flour, oil, and frankincense? Alright? So Chloe's question is, why do we call it meat? Why call it meat offering when it's just flour? Is that how you pronounce it? How you pronounce this, Jennifer? Say again? Flour. Samantha, how do you pronounce this? Yes. How you pronounce it? Flour. Alright? I don't know how to spell flour. Now, Singaporeans, we call it flour. Alright? We say, have some cooking flour. Flour. Alright? Flour. So there was once, I was in a shop. This Ang Mo boy came to this Chinese shop. He said, can I have some flour? And then the man said, we don't sell flour here. And then there's like stacks of flour on the shelf. And I said, no, uncle, he wants this one. Oh, flour! I think the poor boy was really confused. He probably go home, nah, mom, flour! Alright, so yeah, I think the proper pronunciation, as Samantha also said, the proper pronunciation, flour, right? Flour. You pronounce it flour? Flour, right? But wrong, don't say flour. Flour. Okay, now, so why do you call it meat offering when it's flour, oil, and so on? Anyone want to guess? It's difficult to guess because it's a Hebrew word. Okay, the Hebrew word. So when you read this word, meat offering, the Hebrew word is, wait, let me try and put saliva in my mouth first. Okay, it's called mincha. Right? Mincha. Okay? Sorry, if any saliva flew on you. Mincha. That is the word for this word which is translated as meat. Okay? Now, in the Bible, mincha is not only flour, oil, and so on. In other places in the Bible, mincha is also used for offerings that involve animal meat. Okay? So this word, I don't know how to, I think it's like that lah. Okay, but basically is, if you want to know the Hebrew word, okay, mincha, okay? When you see this meat, it can be animal offering, it can be, like you say, flour, it can mean different thing. So it's not just this. Answer your question? I give you an example. Turn to Genesis 4, 3-5. Genesis 4, 3-5. Okay, Genesis 4, 3-5. Now let us read. You there? Reading. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel also brought the firstlings of his fat.
The Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. Unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very bold, and his countenance was fell.
Okay, mincha can mean different kinds of offering. So don't think when you say meat offering means it's only meat. Neither is it only flour. Neither is it only certain other things. Okay, Chloe, can? All right. So answer your question now. But so what if we know this? So what if we know this? Now the question is, what is more important? What are minchas? What are this kind of offerings? What are this kind of offerings? All right. So let me help you try to focus by drawing for you. So when, okay, I'm blocking many of you. All right, so when someone brings a mincha. When someone brings a mincha, it can be meat, it can be flour, it can be other things, all right? What is a meat offering? What is this mincha offering? What is it supposed to mean? That is the important thing. Now, this word in the language, it refers especially to people bringing tribute. Okay, I already said, whenever I don't know how to explain difficult English word to young people, I will ask Shalomia. So Shalomia, do you know what's tribute? Okay, how to explain to Phoebe, tribute? Not to explain, so I also don't know how. Now, tribute is like that. When someone brings mincha, now, it means someone bringing tribute, it means someone bringing a gift that is offered to, for example, a king. Tribute means it is offered to, for example, king. King. It's offered to a king, someone of high authority and rank. Then you bring something to offer in tribute means in respect, in devotion, means we telling the king, "O king, we are your subjects. We are here. We want to offer you something to show that you are king over us, and we want to obey you." Understand that? Okay, Phoebe, can? Means bringing mincha is to show respect, and we will obey you. You are king to us. So when you see meat offering, Chloe, when you see meat offering, it refers to this kind of attitude. Understand that? It's more important to know that, because today, are you going to bring any meat offering? Bring any flour? No, right? So does it mean no need this idea in the New Testament anymore? What do you think, Elim? Today, this is Old Testament, people bring mincha. In the New Testament, is there any idea that we still bring this kind of tribute to Christ, to God? Noah. Okay, Noah. I mean, no, Noah. Any?
Well, do we give offerings in church?
We give offerings in church. Yes, offerings in church, as you give, it is a show of your love and tribute. But more than that, okay, adults. Let me see. Older adults. Claude, can you think of any Bible verse that talk about presenting this kind of offering to Christ as respect and devotion and giving ourselves to Him? So it's like giving self. We are your subjects. We belong to you. We worship you. Huh?
Singing.
Okay, we present things to Him. But the most ultimate one is what? Now, any parent here? After we answer that question. Yes.
Parent, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, any parent here? Okay, Maggie, your mommy just put out her hand. Any parent here will offer your child on the altar, sacrifice, and burn the child to God? You want to be? No. Okay? Because this kind of offering is like that, it's like offering your all, your most precious. So parent, you want to offer your most precious, and God said, burn this child for you. After we ask a question, because someone asked, how come this judge in Israel, he offer his daughter as a sacrifice? So which daughter wants to be a sacrifice? No, right? But does the Bible tell us to make sacrifice to God? Yes, okay. Colin, which verse?
I don't know the verse, but the Bible says we have to offer our bodies as living sacrifices.
Okay, so now God tells us to present our bodies as a living sacrifice to God, right? Turn to Romans 12:1. Now, so you learn the Hebrew word, very good, but what is its application for us? Romans 12:1. Shall we read together? I beseech you, therefore, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. Now, does the Bible, now Elim, so when you think, does the Bible tell us to present tribute, sacrifice to God in the New Testament? Yes, he say, I plead with you, brethren, Elim included, you by the mercies of God, you present your bodies a living sacrifice. So Elim is alive. Your daddy, mommy will present you as living sacrifice to God. Is it that? So what do you think it means? Okay, Noah will help you. Yes.
Is it like if you're living sacrifice, your life is put into like serving God and just serving God and nothing else?
Okay, so is it like you take your life, you take your heart, and you give it to God, your life and your heart. You give it to God and say, God, this, my heart and my life is sacrificed to you. It all belongs to you. It's all yours. That's the meaning of sacrifice, huh? It's all yours. All belongs to you. So does the Bible ask us to do sacrifice? In that sense, yes. It's present our own lives. So when you understand minka, it is respect, devotion, and giving of the self to God. Do you all want to give your life to God and tell God, God, I love you. I am here for you to use. Use me and all I have. Yes? Yes, right? So that is what it means. So, Chloe, so the next time you read meat offering, minka, then you say, I, Chloe, also want to offer minka to you, God. I give you my life, my heart. I belong to you. You are my king. You are my Lord. I offer my all to you. All right? Okay. So anyone don't want to do that? Say, God, I don't care. You died for me. You paid for my sin. You saved me. But I'm not going to care about you. Then you don't understand what salvation is. All right? So that is minka. Can answer the question? Now, there is another. Can you think of a very good example in the Bible before we move on? Where someone talks about meat. Someone talks about meat. Okay, try Shama. Someone talks about meat. Like meat offering. We say meat offering. Someone talks about meat. And he obey God 100%. Who is it? And say, my meat. He used the word meat. Doesn't ring a bell? Nope. Okay. Abraham? No, in the New Testament. Well, anyone? Esther? Paul? No. He used the word meat. My meat. Okay, Samantha, I'm sure you know. Christ, what did Christ say? My meat is to... Okay, let's turn to the Bible, all right? Let's turn to John chapter 4, verse 34. John 4, 34. Now, Christ gave the best example. Christ gave the best example. Let's read together. Jesus said, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work. Let's read again. My meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work. You see, Christ offered himself as a sacrifice, and Christ said, my meat is to do the will of the Father. He offered himself as a sacrifice. He lived to do that. Okay? So young people, you learn this word, but now you must know how to live such a life. Live for Christ. Okay, what do we have here? Top 5 reasons why church dropouts. What church dropouts say, why they stop attending church. Now please remember 66% of, well, I take the American view, they are the most readily available results. They stop attending church at least a year after turning 18. So from